You ever feel like you're screaming into the wind? Like you've got a megaphone strapped to your soul, but all they hear is static? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You've been there, you're talking, pouring out every last piece of yourself, but they just sit there. Cold. Like you're a ghost in your own damn story. They're alive, breathing, but dead inside. Hi. Isn't that funny? Nah, it's not funny. It's tragic. But here's the thing. The punchline. The grand finale, you don't need them. You don't need their validation. You don't need their half-hearted nods. Nah, you don't need to beg for a spotlight in a show that was never meant for you. You know what you do? You leave. No more back and forth. No more arguing, explaining, or trying to force them to see the fire burning in your chest. Just leave. Silently. No grand exit, no goodbye note, no final word. You walk away, and you don't look back. That silence, it's a grenade. And trust me, when you pull the pin, you won't have to say a thing. The explosion happens inside them. The boom echoes in their heads, rattles their bones, shakes them to their core. And you don't even have to watch it happen. You're already gone. See, they expect you to scream, to fight, to make a scene. Oh, they want the drama. They thrive on it. It feeds them. They want you to blow up, to get all hot and wild so they can point at you and say, see, I knew it. They're crazy, they need that validation for themselves, but the real power, oh, that's when you just walk away. Leave them sitting there in the wreckage of their own indifference. Think about it. You ever see a storm apologize for tearing through a city? Nah, storms don't explain themselves. They just show up, do their thing, and move on. And people, they have to deal with the aftermath. That's what you are. A storm. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your chaos. You just be, you just are. Silence is your weapon now. It's sharper than any insult, louder than any scream. It cuts through all the noise, all the lies, all the excuses. When you stop talking, when you disappear, that's when they feel it. Oh, they'll feel it all right. They'll hear that silence louder than they ever heard your voice. It'll creep into their thoughts, claw at their brains, make them wonder. Make them wish they had listened when you were still around. And that's the trick, isn't it? They think they have all the time in the world. They think you'll always be there waiting for them to care, waiting for them to wake up. But not anymore. You've been dangling on that thread for too long, haven't you? Dangling like some marionette while they tug the strings, laughing. Laughing at your pain, at your desperation. Not anymore. Snip. Snip. You cut those strings, and now you walk away. You walk away with your head high, your heart beating like thunder. You don't need them to get it. You don't need them to understand. You don't need their approval or their applause. You are your own damn audience. And the silence you leave behind, it's the standing ovation, the grand encore, because they'll feel it. Oh, they'll feel it. You ever seen someone's face when they realize they messed up? Yeah, that moment when the light bulb flickers on and they go, oh, I've lost them. That's the moment you live for. Not the screaming, not the arguing, just that quiet, soul-crushing realization that you're gone. Gone for good. And there's no coming back. You walk out, and it's like a door slamming in their chest. They'll keep replaying everything in their heads, every conversation, every word, trying to piece together where it all went wrong. But you? Nah, you don't care anymore. You've moved on. You've risen above. You're the storm that's already left town. And they're standing in the rubble, trying to figure out what the hell just happened. And here's the thing about silence, it doesn't fade. It sticks. It echoes. It's the absence of you that drives them mad. They'll be haunted by the conversations that never happened, the words you never said. They'll wonder, they'll obsess, they'll torture themselves with what if and you. You're long gone, living your life, breathing easy, because you don't owe them a damn thing. See, they thought you were weak. They thought you'd stick around forever waiting for crumbs, but nah. You're not the beggar. You're the king. You're the joker, baby. You don't play by their rules. They thought they could control the game, but the joke's on them. You flipped the board and walked out. And now, they're left holding nothing. They thought they had you all figured out, huh? Thought they knew your moves, thought they could predict your every step. But they never saw this coming. Silence. They expected fireworks. They got a cold, hard nothing. And that's what'll haunt them. You've been in their circus long enough, jumped through their hoops, danced to their music, but no more. Now it's your show. And guess what? You don't need an audience anymore. You're performing for you. And when you walk away, you don't do it quietly because you're weak. You do it because you've got nothing left to say. Nothing left to prove. So yeah, walk out. Walk out without a word. Let them sit in the deafening roar of your absence. Let them feel every second of it. Because silence, it's not empty. It's full. Full of everything they never said. Everything they never did. And it'll weigh on them like 1,000 bricks. They'll sit in their quiet rooms, staring at the walls, replaying every moment, every missed chance, every time they let you slip through their fingers. And that silence, it'll get louder and louder until it's all they hear. But you're already gone. You're not looking back. You're not waiting around for their apologies, their excuses, their weak attempts to pull you back in. Because here's the truth, you don't need them. You never did. You were always the storm. Always the one with the power. And now, you're free. No more back and forth, no more screaming into the void. Just leave them. Silently. Let that silence do all the talking. And trust me, it'll say everything you need it to.